Passion our purpose, profit our pain. I don't want my name to ever be in vain. A life full of substance is the only thing that will remain the same. Millennial thoughts. Welcome back to another episode of Millennial Thoughts with your girl Alicia. I hope you all are enjoying these episodes so far. Thanks so much for all the listens and the support. I really appreciate it. So today's topic is loosely part of my relocation series that is going to be coming up in December. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. But I felt like since the holidays were coming up, it would be a perfect time to talk about how not to feel lonely in your new city during the holidays, but also during the year as well, because definitely relocating does have, that feeling of loneliness sometimes because you are already alone, but it's like you don't want to be feeling lonely all the time that you're alone. So in this episode, we're going to talk about some ways how not to feel lonely. I'm going to give y'all some tips. Y'all can let me know if y'all, jig with them or if y'all don't. But if you know someone that needs this episode, please share this with them as well. So I love the holiday season because growing up, my family and I was always together for Christmas and for Thanksgiving. I did move around when I was younger, but for bulk years of my life, I was in one city, so it wasn't hard for us to get together and stuff like that. And then even when we moved, we still drove up to where I was from for Christmases, I would say. Thanksgivings, I think we just had at our house. But now that I'm getting older and I have moved, I've been out for 2 years. Ooh, child. Going back, flying back, baby, them flights is expensive, okay? And hotels if you don't want to stay with your family. And inflation is real. Okay, it's 2022. These prices is in the 2077 years or something. I don't even know. So we're going to see if I go back for Christmas, child, because I don't even know. You got to pay rent, and you want to get people gifts and stuff like that. So it's just a lot. So today, we're going to be talking about some tips that you can do if you don't go back home for the holidays. So a little bit of backstory. If y'all don't know, I moved to Atlanta in 2020. So I went home for Thanksgiving. I moved to Atlanta in July. So I went home for Thanksgiving. And then y'all, guess what? I found out that my ID card was expired. So I had to go back home for Christmas. Ooh, y'all, talk about the plane ticket prices. So then in 2021, I went home for Thanksgiving, but for Christmas, I stayed in Georgia, baby. I was sleeping, I was resting, I was so tired, y'all. It was a lot going on in 2021. So, I stayed home. So, and I didn't want to really spend all that money because I wasn't getting paid that much, okay? So I was just like, let me stay home. Let me just collect my thoughts and chill. But I would say that if you are financially capable, you can always go home. You always planning for that time to spend with your family, then you won't feel lonely if you go home for the holiday. So this episode really might not be for you, but I'm going to talk to my people who can't always afford to go home. So one thing that I really want to talk about is doing some nostalgic activities. Everybody likes nostalgic feelings and different things like that when you were younger. So I would suggest recreating the traditions. So if you watch Christmas movies with your family, different things like that when you were younger, get you some PJs, Christmas PJs, some onesies, and watch some Christmas movies with your PJs on there, okay? They'll get you some Christmas movies, your favorite ones, or you can even watch some new ones. This Christmas will be on every year. If y'all want to go, check it out. And, okay, put it on your TV screen, get you some PJs, get you some popcorn, and just watch some movies. And that's feeling like, you back in your childhood. The next one now, okay, for all my Christians, the people, we know Santa's not real, but when you was younger, you might have thought Santa was real. I never got the option to think Santa was real because they told me Santa was fake, but neither here or there. If you want to be in the Christmas spirit, you can write a letter to Santa, okay? Dear Santa, why y'all got me out here? I'm just playing. Let me write a letter for y'all, but you can also write letters to your family members if they are in different states and stuff like that. You can send letters to your family members. That way they'll get it for Christmas and then that they can read it. So you can do a little cute Christmas card. I think that that would be good to show that you're thinking about your family, even though that you can't make it to your family's events and stuff like that. And think about it, like you have a mom's side, you have dad's side, you got grandmas, you got grandma. So even if you're going to one family, that you're not used to going to all the time or something like that, send it to the other family members, So I feel like those are really some great ideas for Thanksgiving, which is coming up. You can do a Friendsgiving instead and have your friends over your house. You can play games and you can watch TV. Or if you have a good friend that maybe you go to their house. If they invite you over, they have a Friendsgiving. You can do that as well. Or you can even go on a trip. We're going to talk about that a little later. For New Year's, if you grew up going to church, just find a watch party at a church. There's literally plenty of them. Last year, I watched a watch party online, and then I was turned up with the people. It was like on Eventbrite. It was like a watch party, played my music, was listening to music, and then I went to that watch party, okay? So you can just find one virtually, or you can go in person, and it's still like bringing back memories of like, oh, this is what I did when I was younger. So something to find, here where you're at right now. So instead of being alone on holidays, just try to find community is my biggest thing, which brings me to my next point is friends. It is hard to find some, but coworkers can turn into friends. You can go to networking events. You can probably find friends through Bumble or even Facebook groups. But if they aren't from the city, they may go home, but also they may stay. So just having those conversations, but like low-key holidays be coming up quick, But there may be some people that you have family in town, and they may invite you over to their house, or the church may have something as well. I know one of the churches that I do attend, they're also having a Friendsgiving for people who don't have family where they're at. So just look to see like what's around that's going on in the community. I would say also that I'm a little bit failing in the friendship department, but you can build community through your network. So if you work out, you can try to make friends at the gym or whatever place you frequent, the grocery store, okay? Maybe you frequent the movies or something like that. You might do that. But if you don't have friends, that brings me to my last point. You can always do a staycation. If you like the city you are in, you can do a staycation, or you can go and book a hotel in the next closest big city if you like that city and spend the weekend by yourself in a new scenery. I feel that's always a good way to reset. And you can write, you can journal, catch up on your favorite TV shows, and also maybe you can see what's going on in the area, and be outside, go on a little day or something like that, see some people, sightsee with your people, do a tour or something, But I think this one will be good if you have money to blow low key. Okay, go ahead and do you a staycation, location somewhere else. So I hope you enjoyed these 3 tips on how not to feel alone on the holidays. But I would like to add that it is sometimes kind of hard not to feel lonely. If you are literally by yourself all day long, some people like having roommates or even living with a significant other. I would suggest to help you not feel lonely, just talk to your family, like put that in your schedule, put that in your routine, and try to build a support system in your area. Meet friends, find new things to explore in the city, watch TV, and just get out the house. Go to networking events, go see movies, go to different plays. I love a good play. Go to the park, just get out, So if you like this episode, please share with your friends and your family who may be relocating or relocated and are having a hard time with the holidays. And please don't forget, okay, to leave a review and rate this podcast as well. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Alicia's Adventures and on YouTube, ALIESHIAS Adventures. I will talk to y'all next week, okay? Let me know what your plans are for the holidays as well. I'll be going out of town for Thanksgiving, actually. Again, that might be something recurring for me. But thanks so much for listening and also allowing me to be a part of your life by playing and listening to Millennial Thoughts. I am so grateful for you and hope you have a prosperous holiday season. Have a great rest of your day, night, whenever you listen to this.